Hello, dear viewers of the New View of the World channel. Today, we delve into the fascinating world of predictions by Jean Dixon, the famous American astrologer and psychic. Her prophecies cover many significant events in U.S. and world history, including political assassinations, global conflicts, and social changes. Jean Dixon predicted many notable events that have already occurred, and her vision of the future remains a source of discussion and intrigue. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon, and leave a comment. Let's discuss what lies ahead together. Political predictions. The assassination of John F. Kennedy. One of Jean Dixon's most famous predictions concerns the assassination of U.S. President John F. Kennedy. In 1956, several years before his election, Dixon predicted that a young president would be assassinated while in office. This prediction came true on November 22, 1963, in Dallas, Texas, when Kennedy was fatally shot. This event shocked the world and confirmed the accuracy of her vision. Jean Dixon also predicted that the assassin would be caught but would not live long after. Lee Harvey Oswald, the suspect in Kennedy's assassination, was killed 2 days after his arrest. This coincidence further solidified belief in her prophetic abilities. The assassination of Robert Kennedy. In addition to predicting John F. Kennedy's assassination, Jean Dixon predicted the assassination of his brother, Senator Robert Kennedy. She warned that Robert would also fall victim to violence. This prediction came true on June 5, 1968, when Robert Kennedy was fatally shot in Los Angeles during his presidential campaign. His murder became another tragic confirmation of Dixon's visions. The rise and fall of Richard Nixon. Jean Dixon predicted the political career of Richard Nixon, his election as president, and his subsequent downfall. She foresaw the Watergate scandal, which led to his resignation in 1974. Nixon became the first U.S. president to resign voluntarily, confirming yet another accurate prediction by Dixon. She also predicted that Nixon would be surrounded by scandals and political intrigue, which fully came to pass. Economic predictions. Economic boom and bust. Jean Dixon predicted an economic boom in the USA in the 1980s, followed by subsequent crises. She spoke of a period of significant economic growth followed by years of instability and recession. Her forecasts included the stock market crash of 1987, known as Black Monday, when the Dow Jones Index fell by 22%. This event shook financial markets and confirmed her warnings of possible economic upheavals. Globalization and its consequences. In her predictions, Dixon also spoke about the consequences of globalization for the world economy. She warned of growing inequality and tensions between countries, which could lead to economic crises. Her visions included waves of global financial crises, such as the Asian financial crisis of 1997 and the global financial crisis of 2008, which caused significant damage to world economies. Natural disasters. Earthquakes in California. Jean Dixon repeatedly warned of major earthquakes in California. She predicted that at the end of the 20th century and the beginning of the 21st century, this region would suffer from devastating earthquakes. Her predictions included the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake near San Francisco, which caused significant destruction and loss of life. She also predicted the 1994 Northridge earthquake, which led to the destruction of many buildings and human casualties. Volcanic eruptions. Dixon also predicted several significant volcanic eruptions. She spoke of volcanoes in various parts of the world, including Yellowstone in the USA, which could awaken in the coming decades, causing massive destruction and climate changes. Although the Yellowstone eruption has not yet occurred, scientists confirm that this volcano indeed poses a potential threat. Her predictions about possible volcanic eruptions remind us of the power of nature and that we must be prepared for such disasters. Social changes. Spiritual awakening. One of Jean Dixon's most inspiring predictions concerns a global spiritual awakening. She believed that at the end of the 20th and beginning of the 21st century, people would seek deeper meaning in life and turn to spirituality. She predicted a rise in interest in meditation, yoga, and other spiritual practices, which we see today around the world. Her vision of a spiritual renaissance also included increased tolerance and understanding between different religions and cultures. Gender equality. Dixon also predicted significant changes in gender equality issues. She spoke of women playing an increasingly important role in politics, science, and business. Her predictions included the rise of the feminist movement and important achievements in women's rights, such as the election of the first women to high political positions. Today, we see women achieving success in various fields, confirming Jean Dixon's predictions. Controversial predictions. World War III. One of Jean Dixon's most alarming predictions concerns the possibility of World War III. She warned that tensions between world powers could lead to a global conflict in the early 21st century. Her predictions included potential hotspots such as the Middle East and Korea. Although World War III has not yet occurred, tensions in these regions continue to rise, prompting thoughts about her visions. The coming of the Antichrist. Dixon also predicted the coming of the Antichrist, who, she said, would appear at the end of the 20th century and seek global power. She described him as a charismatic leader who would deceive many people and cause global upheavals. This prediction remains one of the most controversial and frightening. Some believe it has an allegorical nature, pointing to the rise of authoritarian regimes and world leaders seeking absolute power. Jean Dixon's prophecies have left a profound mark on the history of predictions. Her visions cover a wide range of events and changes, many of which have already come true. Regardless of whether we believe in her psychic abilities, her forecasts make us think about the future and how to prepare for the challenges ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel New View of the World, hit the bell icon, and leave your comments. What do you think of Jean Dixon's prophecies? Which prediction seems the most or least likely to you? Let's discuss this together. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episodes.